Hi folks, I'm going to show you how to stream music from your cell phone to the unit of your car. So first thing first, this is I'm using a 2008 Kia Ceed, and you need to have the wiring for a unit. In this case, this is mine, and wiring for the Parrot. This is the wiring, right? So my intention is not to show you how to connect the unit inside the car, but more to how to connect the wiring for to play music for your cell phone. Okay, so if you look at this wiring, particularly to this cable, it says F, and it says this wiring is not used. Well, this is wrong, because actually you have to connect those four cables. You have four cables, two output for your left and two output for your right. Those four cables need to be connected to your auxiliary input of your car, of your unit. In this case, I have an auxiliary input plug, which is this one, right? I have also numbering, but I don't have numbering. I don't have connections for this numbering, so you have to measure which one is which. In this case, this connector goes to my 3.5 jack. Okay, so if you measure the input, if you have you should have an auxiliary, otherwise you cannot use it. If you have an auxiliary input on your unit, it should work. Otherwise, this case is closed. Okay, about the auxiliary connections. In my case, I have this plug which has 6 inputs. Only 3 of them should be used. You should focus on the left, right, and common. I don't have the wiring for this one, but you have to measure. In my case, this auxiliary goes to this 3.5 input, right, jack. Okay, so yeah, so you have to measure which to identify the color of left, right, and the common. Once you have that established, you have to connect this output from the unit to the auxiliary input. How you do that? You just strip the wire from the auxiliary cables. You strip it one by one and make the connection, and then put some isolating tape, and you should be good to go. Once you have that, once you have done that, you should be good. In my case, if I'm switching the keys on, I have 3 modes. I have auxiliary mode. If I'm switching from here, I have the radio mode, and I have the USB mode, right? So I'm trying to go to the auxiliary mode. Which one is this one, right? So in this the car sees auxiliary in because I have this dummy jack. See, if I'm removing this jack, the car doesn't recognize that I have an input. So that's why I'm using a dummy 3.5 jack. To, let's say, if I'm putting this one in, then the car says auxiliary in. So it knows that I should have a signal. But my signal actually comes from the cell phone now. Because if I'm pressing
iPod,
this one,
line in,
this one,
settings,
now,
line in, Bluetooth,
okay.
audio.
If I'm pressing this one, in this moment, my cell phone is connected to the car unit, but unfortunately I can't play music using the cell phone while I'm videotaping the content. So I'm 100% sure that if you follow these steps, it'll work also for your unit. Well, this is all I have to show you guys. If you have any questions, just please drop a comment and I'll try to come up with more details to help you out. Okay.